Hello everyone, welcome to another video of tutorials about Mythical bot. Now, in this tutorial we will talk about problematic positions and how to manage it. And we will take a look at something that just caught my eyes. In our website, beside posting stuff that I highly recommend you go and check, there is a section that we gave information statistics about base signals and total signals per day and total amount of win. Well, guess what? This is wrong. At the time, I think when we were calculating these, we were getting way more signals. But let's take a look. This is an indicator that we developed before going to the dashboard way. And well, we were using this to calculate everything in combination with those statistics. I think we won't publish this, but this is being useful to show you something. Let's see. Yep, here is one. Look at this short signal here, sell signal, okay? When you enter this signal, your entry point will be here. Now, provided that we filter them a lot, blah, 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 but even after all of this in the day, we still didn't come back and fill this signal. Same goes for this one, and maybe a few more here. But at the very least, two signals that we didn't feel at all, So if we are not handling this section and let the bot make the decision, or if you are handling it wrong, there is a chance to get 4 or 5 of these signals right after another, one after another, especially near the end of the trends. Because near the end of the trend, that dynamic calculation still predicts an upward move, and tons of buy signals will come here, and chances are that the market goes down from there. Okay? These will become problematic positions. Now, we predict that over 90 to 95% of these positions will be covered in the next days. Now let's take a look. This is our daily chart. Of course, any short signal here has a big chance of coverage. But what if, for whatever reason, we get a long signal here in this zone and the market goes down? Well, amateurs will see this line as a possible support zone, waiting for this support zone to hit and then come back. Chances are that it will come back up, but won't fill you or won't get your targets hit and won't even scratch you and then go down. Again, they will be wishful for this level, for they say that, okay, it will bounce up from here and maybe hit this level. Guess what? It can be that, or it can completely go opposite on that direction. And your level now will become here. At this point in time, you may face $100, $150 negative on these positions. So what to do? First of all, you can close all those positions with this negative number and accept that loss. Not a big deal. Even 100 to 150 is not a big deal. It will be covered in 2 or 3 days. Or, alternatively, you may find some evidence that this is a very good support zone. Maybe in weekly. I don't know. Maybe. Okay? We don't... Yeah, actually. It's a good support zone there. So you may predict a bounce up, okay? Now you will know that it won't come back all the way to hit you here, but the chance is that it will rise to some degree and reduce your loss. From this point forward, you have two chances. First of all, you can just follow the market, let the market come to this place and close with minimal loss. Maybe $50, $25, who knows? Or you can use this zone to add more positions in the same direction. It was long, so you will go the same amount or double the amount of the top for one more step. We are not talking about constant martingale. No, just one step. So your balance will be around here or even below. This is when, if the market rises up here, you will be scratched and you will have a chance for gaining. Or you will have at least a very good scratching chance. For this, you need two things. First, you need to make sure that this support level is valid, here. It's valid. Second, you need to confirm that the market is actually rising properly to make your chances higher. The very first thing I need you to do is put a stop loss. Yes, this is the only time we are talking about the stop losses. Put a stop loss somewhere below this support zone. Both for previous positions and for your newly opened positions. Worst case scenario, if the market continues to come back down and hit your stop, instead of losing $100, you may end up with $120. But you tried to save those positions, Don't put your stop way down. No, find your proper confirmation for this level and put your stop close to that. Okay? And this happens when the market is rising up. That's how you should manage your bad positions. First of all, make sure to always check the higher time frames, like weekly and monthly, If you check monthly right now, then you immediately know that you are in a very, very strong, actually, resistance zone. It's sitting here, it's sitting here, and it's sitting here. 3 confirmation before. So now you are inside the resistance zone. There is no reason for your bot to think upward. Chances are for downward move. So instead of letting your dynamic calculation make the decision, you will go manual. Okay? But if you insist on doing that wrong move and being wishful and try to be, I don't know, super smart about something wrong, then you will end up with some deadly markets. When you notice that a market became deadly, immediately handle it. Either by closing that market and accepting that loss, or by trying to negate the effect when you are in a proper zone and you have confirmations. Don't be in rush. I had seen people that have some buy positions here, then they jump into the conclusion that this support level will keep up, adds more positions here, it breaks down, okay, let's do it around, I don't know, here, and they continue adding up to the position, and suddenly they come face to face with a situation that their free margin can't handle properly, and they will get margin calls, and they lose a lot. When you notice that you are wrong, first, don't panic. If you can handle small losses right there, do it. If it's way later, try to confiscate for it. Either accept the loss or try to balance the order in a very proper and smart way. Don't be in rush. You have the time. So that's being said about bad positions. let's talk about what I'm showing you right now on the monitor. And let's talk about something that I found about our website that is bothering me. Yep. When we were developing, I'm not the only one. When we were developing the robot, we started with this indicator, okay? And then when we made sure that it's okay, we converted the indicator to a dashboard slash robot. Now, uh, when we were doing the calculations on 1 minute charts, we wrote something on the website that was way, way off the chart. And right when I stop the recording, I will fix that. In here, we are seeing some statistics, We told you that we will get 800 signals per market. Here it is, per market per day. Well, that's wrong. Most likely, it's about 100 per market. So we will convert these numbers, I think it's about 100, so the proper value for this guy would be, actually it's close this time. It will be about 112, 2800, and it's even almost close to this guy. This first number is wrong. That's the only one that is wrong. So, sorry for my kitties. So that's the only number that needs to be adjusted. But the rest is almost correct based on the calculations that we had done from your entry point to your take profit point, So, for example, for this long position, when it hits here, so you will end up here with this much gain, okay? We calculated the pips, multiplied it with the values of the position, number of positions, blah, 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 and we came up with close to 100% gain per month. That is if all the signals are correct. Well, it's not, obviously, but it will be close to 60 to 65%. I need to adjust this guy too, and I will do it immediately after closing this video. Okay, so let's get rid of this indicator. I just had it to show you the steps we took and where those numbers came. The moment we wrote 800, it was not the final indicator. We were back testing and stuff, but the accurate numbers is a little bit off. I will adjust it the moment you see the video. Chances are that it's already fixed. So now let's see what will happen in this condition, because in this video we are talking about bad positions and at the same time the options panel. Sometimes like this, on a minute chart, you notice that, okay, it is rising against our positions, but at the same time, it looks like it's finishing its move and it's going down. Confirmation comes from higher time frames indicating that you are going down. So let it be. But, oh, look at this. Such a thing. Okay. Yeah, I'm a little bit OCD about my chart layout because that really matters when you look at the panel and the charts at the same time. So let's take a look. Here we have GBP NZD that is locked with 5 positions and NZD CAD. Let's take a look at NZD CAD. It's already a doji, isn't it? Higher time frames. It's a bit dangerous, but we'll take a look. Okay. Okay, 15-minute chart gives us a bit of ease that it can come back and hit these levels, but you should keep track because it's the same support zone that was broken. So the moment it's hitting here, you may want to make sure that things are not finicky here. That's one. The other one, GBP NZD, is actually a bit better. Although we are locked, but take a look. We are near the end, so we are waiting for a little bit upward move, but at the same time, it's in a critical zone. If it breaks this zone below, then we will all the way drop to here. So it's right now locked, but on only $15. This small drop is $15. If it breaks down to here, it maybe become $50 to $60. Here we will encounter $300 to $400. So we should be careful about this single market, and we should keep an eye on this, especially on lower time frames. Okay, because now we are tracking it very closely. Okay, so I will put it here and I will put it around here. We want to make sure that we are not dropping a lot and we are not endangering our positions too much. And at the same time, you can switch it between 1 hour and 4 hour, whatever gives you a better understanding on what's going on, you know. But 15 minutes for me looks like a reasonable zoom and time frame. So I will keep an eye on this one especially. I don't want it to go to 100, especially when it's locked. And it's going down again. So this is a prime example of a wrong position taking and a wrong guide, although, yeah, it's a wrong guide here, you know. It was manual. We are humans and we will make errors just like this. So when that's happening, don't panic, but keep an eye. Keep a very close eye. Okay, in 4 hours we are in the support zone. What will happen now? Because it's 4-hour charts, we may need to 4 to 8 hours for it to cover, maybe more. But below 24 hours, we want to get rid of these 5. It happens, bingo. It doesn't happen, uh-oh, we are face to face with a very problematic situation. Because in weekly chart, this is our trend line. Yes, we may get a retrace up to this level and then go down. That's true. But we also see very sharp down moves all the time, so it can go way below. So we should make sure that it's not happening. Daily chart is a better chart in my opinion right now. So I will delete this if I can. Line here. Go to daily chart and I will try to draw a better trend line. Okay? And I will make note of my support and resistance zones around here. Now that I have that, I can zoom back and I'm very well aware of the situation. I will keep an eye on this one. This is a problematic market. We should immediately make sure that nothing's happening. What dictated my problematic markets? It's twofolded. First, we are getting locked. Second, we are rising in loss. $20. Euro Aussie dollar. Let's take a look at this one. 1, 2, chances are that we will go up, but I want a confirmation from daily. Okay, we are on a support zone and our resistance is way, way higher. And we were constantly drawing. So even if it's problematic, chances are that below 2 or 3 days it's okay. So I'm not worried about this one being locked. EuroCAD is near being locked, but again, it's in a good shape for time being because it's doing a higher low, especially if it's starting to rise from here. Okay, this will be our resistance zone. And chances are, I will drop it a little bit more because of this wave. Chances are that we will go and hit it there or hit it there. This is a zone. So yeah, give these chance, you know. So, you know, it totally depends. First things, as I said, I always keep an eye on the total. When I see a market being capped or near capped, then I will take a look at the profit in total. And $10, even as you saw, $20 is not that bad. But you should make sure that you are in the right side of the market. If it's not the right side of the market, immediately take actions. Because, well, losing $20 is much better than losing $100. And as you saw, this was 20, it's dropping to 15. Better for me. It's promising here. Okay? So that is when I will maybe look at these. For example, GBP NZD. GBP is okay, NZD is powerful. But now I will take note of the numbers and sit back and make sure that the market is moving in the way I predict it will move. If it's not, it's time for taking measures and actions. Okay? Normally, if you do the guide properly and if things become hectic, within a day it will become back into your favor. But if you've done something wrong here and you predicted the whole thing wrong, then chances are that you still have time to recover. If you bypass that chance, well, you are encountering a deadly market. A deadly market is something that will pass $100 negative, especially when you are above 5,100. And it will pass and it will negate your balance a lot. Right now you see that my balance dropped to 4,900. That's okay for the first day. But if I see that it's constantly troubling me, at some point you should make decision. Should I close this 5 and give myself another chance in this market? Should I make sure that I can recover it by adjusting the position size? What should I do? That's totally dependent on you as the trader and your trading system. That is when your personal trading system can play a role. But most of the time, again, the bot will help you. Now, this bot can make at the very least $200 per day on your balance. So closing $100 negative, if you manage things properly after that, means only losing half a day profit worth. But you should make sure that everything is recovering properly after that, just by adjusting the correct things here, And that's all. But if you become wishful, oh wait, it will recover within 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Oh God. Okay, 3 weeks is a lot. A week is acceptable. But 3 weeks, well, guess what? It may go against you in a rally, upward or downward, and $100 becomes 200, 300, 500, and you're constantly making balance by the other markets, but you're constantly losing it, and your equity may stay put or may go down. Deal with that problematic market faster than you can. As fast, the better. Okay, now that being said, let's talk about a tool that can help you a lot. When you look at your market like this, even if you go into terminal and you can look at your history, okay, this doesn't tell you a lot. Yeah, it's there, I know. You can put it inside maybe a spreadsheet, do whatever you want in Excel, crazy stuff. But hey, there are easier ways, you know. There are way easier ways. One of them is provided by the MQL website itself. When you log in, there is a signal section. And in signal section, you can go to My Signals, okay? And you can create a signal. For this, you need the information to log into your account with the provided investor password. It will mail to your terminal, don't worry. Or when you are opening an account, it's there. Take note of that. If you don't want others to see it, this is my personal. It's private. Give it a meaningful name. Okay? It's MetaTrader 4. Now login and password. Broker, Alpari, ECN demo. Okay? And it's demo. Now for the login, I need to go back. And I need to find my information. Drop it, go into here, open. Okay. So, by the way, this is a demo account, so I'm not worried about people seeing anything. Actually, I did it on the other one, I think. Really? It should be here. Okay, it's not here. The easiest way is to check my mails on terminal. Go to your mailbox. As you notice, you have a new mail, demo account registration. Thankfully, it opened on my second monitor. Okay. Actually, I think, no, it's different one. Okay, I didn't save it. So, come back to your signal. Use the username and the password that was mailed to you. So this is the login, and this is the, there is an investor password. I will move it to the side so that you may not see it. Oh, actually, it's a start. So, and it should be your investor, not your normal password. I accept and add. And that's it, okay? Type a description, my personal statistics for Mythical bot, and hit save. Nothing beyond that, you don't need that. Now, if you go into Mythical bot operated, you will see everything, okay? This is way better than your only history, and these are your open positions, by the way. So you see your growth rate, and you see that this is how close actually my take profit is following the equity. Of course, it's not as accurate because it will go down. And balance and equity is this. So it's rising slowly. Balance and average is close, and growth and average is close. Good. In total, in that last 4 to 5 hours, I made a 1% gain, 100% profitable. Well, it won't stay like that because later down, you may close some positions. In a day or two, it will rise to 100 algo trading, and it's showing you the maximum drawdown that you had and maximum deposit that you used. But more importantly, it comes into statistics. Right now, in less than 5 hours that I was recording, we got near 150 trades being done. And you see that it's 37 on the long side, 62% on the short side. And best trade was $1. Worst trade, we didn't still have one. Growth profit is $85, 5,000 pips in a month. Well, it's the first day. It will rise beyond that. So maximum consecutive wins and the amount. This is why you see the same numbers. Sharp ratio and trading activity, it says in a day, it will tell you the percent time on the market that you are active. And last trade is 1 minute ago. And stuff like that, you know. The other one is the risk that is really useful. Drawdown is 2%. And the maximum deposit load that you use is not still drawn, but it will start the moment your charts will pass this gray line. So a few more trades and we start seeing them on the risk. These will be bubbles here and lines here about the maximum deposit that you use, although you are seeing this in here, but it's as time passes, so that's useful. And finally, your trading history is here. So already 4 pages. Wow. So in my opinion, this is a very better way of following your statistics. Reliability, well, it will take time. It will take time. If you withdraw any amount, if you deposit any amount, these are for real accounts. Also, I highly recommend that you use your real accounts if you have on a bot, on a personal signal, so that you can follow them better. So now that I have this, I will minimize it and I will follow my market right every day. I will do. And once a day, maybe, I will come back and check that information there, because that will guide me on how good or bad I'm making these decisions. For example, Aussie dollar USD made a retrace and is going down. Now, when it hits here, I want to, actually, it's 1 minute, 1 hour. Okay, my bad. Okay, so even though in 1 minute, if we hit here, there is a chance that I will flip the market for buy, and when we got here, again, flip it back to short. That's up to you. I highly recommend for start, you start with 1 hour and give your positions 1 or 2 days for winning. The more you get comfortable with the bot and managing it, you may want to go below. I don't recommend going below 5 minutes, because as you saw on a minute chart, I was expecting an upward move. On 15 minutes, I see that, holy crap, it can go all the way down to here. On 5 minutes is the lowest. You should take a look at the market for predicting, and the more you go down, the more time you should spend setting these values constantly. You should track them constantly. That is why I say 1 hour charts are fairly good charts, because 2 or 4 times a day is more than enough for you to make decisions, you know. That's all you need. 4 times a day, 5 times a day. Every 3 or 4 hours, you know. Even if you do it every 2 hours, then 10 times or 12 times a day, that's even crazy. So all you need, let's wrap the words up until here and close this video. All you need to do is to manage your bad positions. Make sure that you are not wishful. Stay out of your wishes. Even $100 loss is nothing for this bot to cover. I'm telling you from experience. $100 loss is nothing. on 5,000 account. Even 300 is nothing. It's worth a day and a half. Don't go beyond that. Never go beyond that. Because if you think like that, it's bad. Also, two more things. Every now and then, raise your initial balance on a paper. We started with 5,000. That's okay. Our initial balance right now is 5,000. But when we go beyond 6,000, I will write down, okay, 6,000 is my initial balance. I shouldn't drop below 6,000 a lot. And also, when I pass 6,000, I will withdraw some money at that point. And by the way, I'm talking about equity, not the balance. When my equity passes 6,000, for example, it's $6,065. I will take out that $65 out. Take note that my initial balance became 6,000 and continue forward. When I pass 7,000, for example, 7,200 something, I will take out that 200 something and I will write the note that my initial balance is now 7,000. How much you will withdraw, how often you will raise your initial balance is up to you. But you should do that. I am a victim of my viciousness. The days I started my trading, I started in crypto. I don't know if I talked about it in previous videos or not. I started with, I think, $300 or $400, bought one bit, no, $3,000, and I bought one Bitcoin with it. Now, guess what? I started trading and Bitcoin rises. That's a period of time that people call it altcoin party. Massive amount of movements, massive amount of gain. I think I ended with 2 digits Bitcoin. And Bitcoin was $20,000. That's worth millions of dollars there. No, actually, not millions. Okay. Let's do the math. About $60,000. That was a big money for me. I started with 3,000. But I didn't withdraw any money. I slept. Next morning, I lost half of it when I was woke up because the market crashed down. Well, not in one day, actually, it was 2 days, I think. I lost a big portion of it. And I still was vicious and greedy, didn't take out the dollars. I ended up near 5,000. And later I lost it in one bad move. Well, to hell with that, I learned my lessons. So every now and then withdraw some money from the market. Don't be vicious, don't be greedy. You can't believe the amount of money you will gain just by withdrawing the small amounts every now and then. It totally depends on you. Do it monthly, weekly, I don't know. It depends on you and how good you predict the market by these two columns. So, that being said, the last portion of these tutorials is this options panel. Actually, I will stop the video. It will be a bit shorter, but I will come back and record it just to be safe because my Windows crashes every now and then. Bye.